Hi everybody, this is Kristen the Juvie here, and I'm here with this week's Torah portion, which is Parshat Chayei. And basically, in the beginning of the Torah portion, we learn that Abraham's wife Sarah has just died, and he is burying her. And as soon as he comes back, he asks one of his servants to go to his father's homeland and get a wife for Isaac. So the servant does that. He's going over to the homeland, doing his thing. And when he gets there, he prays to God, and he's like, hey God, I really need to find a wife for Sarah, and if you could help me, maybe make the process a little bit faster, that'd be good. The first woman that offers me water and my camels water, that's the one I want, so God, work with me here. And so as soon as he was done praying, a young woman, Rebecca, came over and offered his and his camels water. And there was a lot of camels. There was 10 camels. That's a lot of water. Think about how much water a camel drinks. So we can already tell that she's a very, very sweet, kind young woman. And the servant's kind of like, hey, let's go back to your place. Got a marriage proposal here, So she brings him back to her house, and he talks to her family about Abraham and Isaac and why he's there. He's looking for a wife for Isaac. And his family's like, yeah, sure. And they basically give her off, let her go. And so the servant brings her back, and Rebecca and Isaac fall in love. It's all good from there. And so my take on this Devar Torah portion, I had a little bit of a feminist approach, and I'm going to explain it to you. But first, I would like to begin with, I really liked this interpretation. This is kind of what got me thinking about the feminism in this Torah portion specifically, because, well, first off, you hear a lot about other religions and stuff saying that Abrahamic religions such as Christianity, Islam, and Judaism are very sexist. They don't really like women. They like to put women down. Women are beneath men and stuff. It's men are superior basically, and women are inferior to men. But I like this Torah portion particularly because in here we see that that isn't true, and I would like to begin with why it isn't true. Let me read you the line, and then I'm going to read you Chabad's interpretation of this line. The line is, and Isaac brought her to the tent of Sarah his mother, and he took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her. And Isaac was comforted for the loss of his mother. And we all know what this means. So I really like what Chabad said here, and it was, to the tent of Sarah his mother he brought her to the tent. And behold, she was Sarah his mother, i.e., she became the likeness of Sarah his mother, for as long as Sarah was alive, a candle burned from one Sabbath eve to the next. A blessing was found in the dough, and a cloud was attached to the tent. When she died, these things had ceased, and when Rebekah arrived, they resumed. So, basically, if you really read into this, you really look at it and think about it, a woman does all these things for a man, and they do all these things, well, not for a man, but they do them because only a woman can do them. And these are very important things. We need the candles on Shabbat. They're very symbolic, and that's a big thing about Shabbat, is lighting the candles. And the bread is another really large thing about Shabbat. And basically a cloud was attached to the tent means that there is happiness. There's happiness, and a man needs a woman for that. A man needs a woman to be able to do these things, because only a woman can. A man needs a woman to make everything right in his world. So women are extremely important, and we see this from the Torah passage. We see this from the first thing that Abraham does when Sarah dies is he's like, oh my goodness, Isaac doesn't have his mother anymore. Who's going to make things right in the world for him? Who's going to be this person to keep things stable in his life? I gotta find someone. And so he does that. He goes out and he finds a perfect wife for Isaac. And when he comes back, he's like, you know what, I need these things too. And he goes out and finds someone good for him too. And so, sorry about that. That was like call from Skype. Anyway, so we can clearly see here that a woman is needed. Women are not inferior, especially not in this passage. We see the women are equal to men and needed. We are needed to be here, to make things right, to be able to light the Sabbath candles. You know, we are the glue that keeps the world together. And that is my interpretation of it, and I wish you all a very happy Sabbath, and that's me signing off. Bye, everybody!